Okay, here we go again with another FIFA 20 player review. In this one today, we're going to try out the brand new Player Moments Trezeguet card, which actually looks really good on paper. So, yeah, looking forward to giving this one a go. Now, it's just been released at 6 PM, and to get this item, it's an 85 rated squad and an 86 rated squad, which as you can see, I have already started working on. Now, this card, I actually think could be pretty good because it's got some really nice in-game attributes, and it's also got that 5-star weak foot, which I absolutely love on a player in FIFA 20. Trezeguet in FIFA as a base item is a winger, but this special version of him is a striker, so yeah, could be a good item. In this video today, we're going to pick this card up, we're going to complete the SBCs, we're going to open the packs, then we're going to try this card out to see if it's worth picking up or not. So if you could leave a like rating on this Player Moments Trezeguet review, that would be absolutely awesome. Also in the comments, let me know if you're going to complete the SBC to get this card. Now, let's actually go ahead and complete it ourselves. So for the Premier League SBC, you need a full 85 rated squad with one Premier League player. As always, I don't advise copying my squads directly because in my squads I use a bunch of untradables that I get from rewards on a weekly basis, but obviously you can use my squads as a guide if you do indeed wish to do so. I believe the overall cost of this card is currently around... Wow, it's actually pretty expensive according to Footbin. According to Footbin, at the current time, that is mega expensive. That can't be right. Footbin is currently saying that it costs 300k to get this guy. I don't think that's right, but we'll come back to his price later on in the video. Anyway, here we go. The Egyptian forward is now walking out on our screen and celebrating as he does. He's got really good pace, really good dribbling, decent shooting, and also pretty good passing and physical stats for a striker as well. I'm thinking maybe Deadeye Chem for this guy to boost the shooting and passing, but I'm also thinking Hunter so we can maybe max out that pace as well. In the comments, let me know what chem style you would use on this guy. Before we actually do the player review, let's quickly open these packs and see if we can earn some coins back. Pack number 1 is absolutely dreadful. I believe we've got a Champions League item in this pack there, but yeah, the highest rated card in this pack was 77 rated. That pretty much sums up my pack luck in FIFA 20, to be honest. In the second pack, can we do any better? Can we at least get, you know, boards at least? Not looking good, is it? Yeah, my pack up this year has been trash. We get Onana, so we got an 85 rated. If you guys do this SBC, I really do hope that your packs are better than mine. Okay, so let's have a brief look at this card on Footbin. As you can see, his price tag is still coming in at just under 300k. I think that price might come down a little bit more, but yeah, he actually does cost a lot more than I expected him to when I initially looked at the SBC requirements, to be honest. Obviously, I just completed the SBC without even checking the price, so yeah, that was smart of me. Anyway, let's have a look at chem styles on this card. Basic chem doesn't really boost him too much by the looks of things. Sniper definitely does as a winger. We're looking at using Hunter on him, which obviously gives a good boost to his shooting and pace. It actually nearly maxes out his pace, so I think that might be the best option. But an alternative option is the Deadeye chem style, which as you can see does give him pretty big boost in a bunch of different positions. But yeah, I'm thinking we just go Hunter for this review to max out that pace, because obviously it's an important factor in Ultimate Team. So Hunter chem style applied. This is the team we're going to be using him in. He's going to play as a striker in the 4-2-3-1 and also in the 4-2-2-2. Now let's chat about this card properly. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, brilliant, love that. High medium work rates are also good to see. In-game attributes wise, obviously his pace stats are nearly maxed out thanks to our chem style, so that should be good in-game. Also be interesting to see how we get on in front of goal with this guy. Alright finishing rating of 87 and decent shot power of 88, as well as an 88 rating for his long shots, so this guy should be a threat both inside and outside the box. His passing attributes are good, but they're nothing too special. An alright short passing rating of 83 and a pretty good crossing of 85. His vision stat though isn't anything too special, so we're going to have to make sure we're aiming the right way or looking the right way when passing with this guy. He's got some really nice dribbling attributes though, like some really nice ones. It's a shame about the reaction stat, but everything else is brilliant. 90 agility is awesome, 90 ball control is great, and the 96 in-game dribbling rating, that is absolutely fantastic. He's also got a couple of decent physical attributes as well, which is nice. He's got a 90 rating for his stamina, so he shouldn't tire too easily, and 77 strength isn't actually that bad for a pacey forward. So yeah, good card on paper. I think the price tag currently seems a bit steep, but after playing with this guy, obviously I'll have a better opinion on whether he's worth it or not. So yeah, let's just get into things, shall we? Let's get into a game and see how we get on with this Player Moments Trezeguet. In game number 2, we come up against this ridiculous team. My opponent's got Team De Jong, an informed Messi, that Player Moments Hazard, an insane backline, and yeah, I think the worst player in this guy's team is probably that Benzema, but apart from that, that is an absolutely incredible starting 11. Very colourful start as well. Look at all them special cards. Del Piero finds Trezeguet, who's going to beat his man. Going to go for that cross-goal strike, and it's going to hit the side netting as well. Really powerful, accurate strike there. Nice finish, and very early on, we do have ourselves a lead. Out wide. Dan James comes back inside to Trezeguet, who's going to try and get in the box. Nice. Oh, Del Piero, just ball got stuck. Oh, brilliant play, and a really nice finish too. We got a bit fortunate with the bounce, but at first we got a bit unlucky with the bounce as well, so it kind of evened itself out, and Trezeguet has got himself a second in this game. Nice bit of link-up play there with the Italian.
Doing a great job here. It's been a classic counter-attacking performance.
Trezeguet. Oh, can he keep it? Well done. Del Piero. Oh, I just tried to flick it through for him. Just wasn't to be on this occasion. Chance. Chance. Trezeguet. Oh, he's done really well to beat PK. Can he get the hat-trick here? We're going to go for... Oh, I went the wrong way. I should have ball rolled him there. I saw the keep coming out and I thought, we've got time to do the finesse, but I was wrong. After the first 45, we do have ourselves a 2-1 lead. Yeah, a bit annoyed about the goal I conceded, to be honest, because it was just a stupid defensive error from myself. A typical goal that I conceded, to be honest. But nonetheless, we have the lead, and hopefully we can hold it for the remainder of the game. We're going to switch to the 4-2-2 for the second half to give Trezeguet a striker partner. Nice. Great bit of link-up play. Left-footed strike. Oh, and that one's gone in too. Good shot power on it. Straight across goal. In the back of the net. Hat-trick complete. Come on. Good bit of play. Del Piero flicks it inside. Can we get on the end of that? No, he got nudged off the ball there by... I forgot which defender that is. Number 5 for my opponent. I have one more attack in this game. Need someone to help me out a bit here. We might have a chance through this middle. Can Trezeguet get on the end of that? No, Kondogbia. Way too strong and just nudges him off his running line. And that is full time. The game ends in a 3-1 scoreline. Trezeguet does indeed get himself the match ball, which is nice. Probably could have had 1 or 2 more goals, to be honest, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Del Piero in that game was absolutely fantastic, setting up Trezeguet on numerous occasions. Right then, so after a couple of matches with the Egyptian attacker in my team, what's the verdict on this card? I'd say it's an item that performs just about as well as its overall rating suggests. I don't think it's like an elite top tier striker, but it's a pretty good one, and in the right hands I definitely feel like this card could do some damage. And there's a couple of stats that I want to point out in particular, and we'll do that momentarily. One thing I do have to say though, this card's performance wasn't as consistent as maybe I would have liked. In game number 1, he got absolutely dominated by a guy who had Van Dijk, just normal Van Dijk, and like he just took Trezeguet out of the game. In game number 2, when I created a bit more space, this guy felt great. And then in game number 3, to be honest, it was a bit of a mixed bag. Now I know I don't include every single game when I do these reviews, because I don't want these videos to be like 20-30 minutes long. But yeah, that was the kind of performances I was getting from this guy. 1 minute, absolutely brilliant. The next, just didn't feel like he was getting involved as much. So I feel like that's important to point out. Anyway, let's break down the stats. Pace. Quick, but to be honest, not as quick as I expected, especially with that chem style boost. He definitely has the ability to break away, but as I say, not as fast as I thought he would be, to be honest. In front of goal, how was this guy shooting? His finishing in general was up to a decent standard, but it was his power shots that I really did enjoy. Left foot, right foot, this guy can shoot really well across goal, whether that's a low driven strike or just a very powerful strike into the side netting. Those are the kind of goals that I like to score, and if you watch my reviews you will know that, because it's the goals that I score most regularly, to be honest. But in front of goal for the most part, relatively solid. Obviously that 5-star weak foot definitely does indeed help with that. Positionally, how is this guy? Good, but once again, not amazing. Gets into some good areas. What I will say is, when I used him in a 1-strike formation, I didn't think his positioning was that great. But when I used him in a 2-strike formation, I thought his positioning was good, and he linked up well with players around him. So maybe it's just best to keep this guy in a 2-striker formation. In the games that I played, I mostly started him in the 4-2-3-1 up top alone. But in the second halves, I played him in the 4-2-2 for the most part, and he played really well in that role, linking up well with players around him. And that brings us on nicely to his passing, which I thought was alright, nothing too amazing. Wouldn't use him as a cam, to be honest. His short passing is good enough to play the striker role, and his crossing isn't too bad, but his long passing as a whole is pretty inconsistent. His dribbling, I thought, was great. I really don't have any complaints at all with his dribbling. Thought he was fantastic with the ball at his feet, showed really good agility, was easy to manoeuvre, and just in general, he controlled the ball really well and was fun to have in possession. So yeah, really happy with the dribbling ability of this item. I just wish he felt a bit quicker with the ball. I don't know why he just didn't feel that quick for me. It doesn't make sense, because the stats suggest that he should. Physically, obviously he doesn't have high aggression, and in some occasions that does show, but he battles an alright amount, and he does have decent strength considering he's a pacey player, to be honest. And you'll have seen in the clips, he can battle a bit from time to time, which is nice. Really pleased with his stamina as well, because he just never seemed to tire to me, so that was awesome. Aerial ability wise, pretty much non-existent, so you know, just don't cross to him. Don't cross it anyway. FIFA 20 sucks for crosses. Anyway, what's the overall verdict on the card? Good item, to be honest. I think a good item, but his price, it is a bit steep, I feel. I feel like if this card wasn't in the Premier League, EA probably wouldn't have made him as expensive, but he is a Premier League forward with good pace, so that's probably why you're going to have to pay a premium for this card. I'd only advise completing the SBC to get this guy if you run with a Premier League team, to be honest. Otherwise, I would probably avoid this one. But yeah, a pretty usable card. I just don't think it's in that like elite top tier ranking, but it's a very good forward and an enjoyable one to use as well, because his dribbling is absolutely class. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 88 rated Trezeguet. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please do drop a like rating on it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this item. Are you going to get it? If you could leave a like rating on the video, I think I've already said that, that'd be great. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.